Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. Today guys, if we hit 500 likes within 24 hours, we're giving away 50 XRP. Now, if you want to enter into this giveaway, all you'd have to do is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed with the notification bell on, and make sure you comment something down below. And with that, the question of today is, if I gave you $1,000 right now, what would be the first thing that you'd buy? Alright, what would be the first thing that you'd do with it? Let us know in the comment section down below, and let's get on with the video. So, I, of course, have to start with what Ripple just posted over on their Twitter. It is completely insane. So they just posted, today we launched Line of Credit, a new beta service that allows RippleNet customers using ODL, oh my god, to instantly source capital and initiate payments using XRP. And of course, we had to read what the insides were all about, because this is a rather big change in concept, and rather a big change in how we view XRP. Today, Ripple launched Line of Credit, a new beta service on RippleNet that allows customers using ODL to source capital on demand to initiate cross-border payments at scale using the digital asset XRP. So, no more questions of whether or not this will utilize XRP. It's been said by them right here in the first line. Limited access to working capital is one of the biggest barriers to growth for companies. Unlike incumbents who have large balance sheets that allow them to scale their business quickly, many fintechs and small to medium enterprises lack the capital and resources to compete. Faced with stalled growth, customers turn to creating bespoke credit arrangements with each partner in each destination market. Each arrangement requires additional overhead and management, making it a slow, burdensome, and an ultimately inefficient process. Now, Ripple's Line of Credit solves this problem for our customers by providing upfront access to capital for every market through one simple credit arrangement, simplifying access to financial solutions that accelerate business, performance, and scale. With this, guys, I'm really quite excited for what they have to bring. Now, of course, I saw a couple of the guys say, man, Ripple is turning into a bank. And I accidentally closed it, I think. Let me see if I can still open it back up here. There we go. I had it open somewhere. People have been saying Ripple is officially turning into a bank now. I actually have found it here. With the official announcement today from Ripple, the Bearable Bull was right on predicting Ripple becoming a bank in 2020. And even though I like the idea, and Bearable Bull said, Kraken became a bank, let me tell you where this goes. Coinbase will become a bank. Ripple will become a bank. Question is when IPO. That, again, it's a pretty interesting statement / question. But the more interesting part is, what defines a bank, right? And in my opinion, Panos here has a very interesting statement to give here. Offering banking services is not equal to being a bank. Ripple will never be a bank officially, which means getting licensed, because that would be against their customers. Right now, many fintechs offer banking / financial services. That doesn't mean they are a bank, plus this has nothing to do with their customers. So, in my opinion, Panos here is extremely correct. Gonna give him a follow for that one, especially. Because what I think in this sense is, Ripple is just trying to help out their customers, the small to medium enterprises, as much as possible, right? And since they have access to so much funds as well, they have access to so much money, it's nothing but logical for them to also help others out with all this. Now, there's still most likely quite a lot of dents in the theory with, like, we don't really know how hard it still is to get money from Ripple and how that's all going to be working. But their goal here supposedly is to help out all these customers and small to medium enterprises to just compete better with the behemoths. And maybe that's also because of Ripple's past, and maybe it's because of their core mission to help out small to medium enterprises. I don't really know exactly which one. All I know though is that these guys are onto something. All we need is just to wait for it because it's going to be huge. At least that's my opinion. Now, of course, there's a turn side to this because this all sounds so freaking amazing. I could almost write a book about it, right? It's just too bullish, and I would have to sit down to even continue. The first time I read this, I was too excited to even speak. However, checking a little bit further, some people, of course, ask, what is this going to do for XRP price? Now, even though this, let me just show you guys actually. Ripple co-founder, XRP price is not tied to on-demand liquidity. And as we said here, this allows customers using on-demand liquidity to source capital on demand, yada yada. Now, directly, if you think about it, these guys needing capital, if they're being funded in XRP or given XRP, then they would have to sell that XRP to get more money, right? I don't really know exactly how that part is going to work, but what I wanted to say was that it's not necessarily a negative thing, that part for XRP, and it's not to say that XRP price won't rise because of all of this. So hear me out with this one, right? We saw that the co-founder, Chris Larson, said that XRP would not necessarily rise from being used by ODL. Again, I said that it's most likely for the public to say, Ripple does not influence the XRP price to get rid of some of those security issues. But another point here is that this is not ODL, all right? What we're talking about here is not just point blank on-demand liquidity. In their words, Ripple launched Line of Credit, a new beta service on RippleNet that allows customers using on-demand liquidity to source capital on demand. What they're basically aiming at here is that people who are using this XRP already, they can also get access to more money, so to speak, or at least to instant funding. So all I'm fetching from this is just they're helping these guys out to just scale like crazy, but they're already using this XRP system. What I fetch from that is this is literally the most bullish thing ever because we're just getting more and more customers maybe onto ODL that want to use this, but also there's more and more incentive to use XRP. There's another big use case added on top of it. There's more incentive to use ODL on its own. And there's just another little use case made for XRP, right? There's just another use, not necessarily an incentive, but like another use completely made here. So yeah, from that perspective, I do actually think it could, theoretically speaking, go up as the use increases. Because, well, if I see it here, it's like right now, there is no net increase in XRP demand if people use ODL. That's true. I mean, I could honestly see that myself as well. However, we must also talk about the second part because this right here says there's no direct correlation, or maybe not even correlation. There's no direct ties. There's no causation necessarily direct, which means if somebody uses ODL, the price of XP doesn't automatically go up. Or if somebody puts in more money into ODL, XP price doesn't necessarily go up. Another part from that is though, the more and more that XRP gets tied up in this ODL system, the more and more we know for sure that there's multiple players using it, and the more use cases there are for it, the more people are going to be speculating, the more these billionaires are going to be hopping on and things like that, and more people will hold it to also always have access to this instant liquidity. What that mean, like, they're going to be speculators who are going to be holding XRP for the normal price rise and for the thought that more players will hop on. But there's also others who are, in this case, for example, afraid of what might come from the election, right? Maybe people are too afraid to hold in their own currency, like the US dollar, and they want to go for something a little bit, either more speculative to maybe get a profit from it, or for something that is decentralized. And the good part about XRP and their mission is it's not as quote-unquote sketchy as Bitcoin and how some governments will see it. And it's also so completely freaking simple to change your XRP over into any currency that you would want. Which is, again, another point why XRP might win this whole crypto race. And what I mean by crypto race is just the coin that's going to really ultimately stay at the top. I mean, if we look at longevity, Bitcoin won't last. Ethereum, too slow. I mean, I just saw another tweet from Binance ZZ who said, Ethereum and the speed it's not good. All right, so I'm also not thinking that coin really survived too well. And then, the next coin in line really is just XRP. Here's that tweet, by the way, from CZ. Yesterday, Binance Smart Chain handled roughly 21% of transactions compared to Ethereum, while only charging 0.6% of the fees, making that chain about 35 times cheaper. Maybe this is bad for BNB price and nodes for now, lol, but it's good for users and developers. What I'm seeing right there, guys, is just the fact that Ethereum and the way they're working right now, it's not logical at all. It's really not logical at all. So yeah, I'm just thinking again that Ethereum really won't stay here for too long, but maybe they'll surprise themselves rather soon. I'm kind of hoping for it because I still have some, but I'm kind of getting there. Now, with that in mind, people will often just hold some currency also for the sake of, again, what can I do with this? What will I be able to do? I will follow some speculators. I'll follow people who are also doing it, yada, yada, yada. There's, of course, these big guys, Grayscale and whatnot, billions in XRP, right? For example, there could be, eventually, they'll have billions in XRP. Why? Well, some just want to hold some want to speculate, to see what the future is going to bring. Some want to just have that instant liquidity. Some might just want to bet on Ripple's future, not even on XRP specifically, but on Ripple's future, and there's no IPO yet. Maybe things like that, Maybe some are even speculating for some newer incentive for XRP to come in the future. Because, well, their statement now that is not tied to ODL, it could also be another hint that maybe in the future, something that is, tied will come for XRP that's literally going to increase the price. We don't really know. All right, I can always pull up that tweet again in my bookmarks here, where David Swartz, the CTO of Ripple, has explained to us why it's profitable for them and for all of us to have a higher XRP price. And with that in mind, this whole liquidity thing that they're providing here once more is just another part of the mission that Ripple has to source liquidity for everybody in the world, but also maybe another start to something bigger. I mean, we could also see it on another edge. Maybe this is to make sure that these guys have more of a familiarity with XRP, so they'll actually use it more as well. I mean, there's multiple cards to draw here. There's just so much that could be going on. And together with this, of course, the lawsuits, man, they've been going pretty damn well for XRP. We've been talking about that for the last couple of days as well. Now, another part here is the company is willing to work with central banks to promote the development of a CBDC. There's more and more talks, by the way, about this CBDC now and what XRP's involvement in that will be. As of this point, I can't really answer for you guys. All I know is that a system with CBDCs would still work for XRP. They would still be able to be in the middle and things like that. So there's really no question in my mind that would be possible or can happen. So please don't also go into the comment section and be all angry. I'm still debating as well about what CBDC will come first. I still don't really know. I'm also wondering if out of these win, if there's going to be a change of pace in how the CBDC stuff is coming along right now and the framework. I mean, Dutch Central Bank, hey, Dutchies, Netherlands, let me know in the comment section down below if you're Dutch. Central Bank gives first approval to digital asset exchange. We're seeing a lot of countries on a national level right now, or at least just in part these banks, really trying to move forward right now with at least getting some foot in the ground with this crypto stuff. It's kind of unknown at this point how far they will go before the election and who is really going to get the first. But I'm guessing it's all going to lie ultimately on who's going to get the CBDC out the first. China, US, that's going to be the ultimate race. What the other countries are doing, I mean, it's important, it's cool to know, but in the end, it's not going to be the major factor. And by the way, I was just telling you guys about billionaires getting over into Bitcoin and XRP and things like that. It is just a small amount of time. Guys, trust me on this one. It's not too long before they will flock like crazy into crypto. Bitcoin is on track to be held by numerous corps as a reserve asset. Again, the same thing could be done for XRP. There's still question about whether or not it's a store of value or whatever, things like that. But like Chris Larson said, right now XRP and Bitcoin are very much alike, and that's the truth. Cameron Winklevoss believes what the community hopes Elon Musk will be the next to buy Bitcoin. I don't really care who's going to be the next because I know ultimately they will almost all flock into it. The big question I'm just worried about is who will be the first, or I guess the next, big supporter of XRP publicly, right? Publicly. Well, I guess that is still to be seen. At this point, I know for sure that Ripple is not a bank. I still don't think they will become a bank. Purely for the reasons stated below, that would be against their customers. It's not in their core foundation. However, I'm leaving the option open. Alright, like Barrel Bubble, I'm leaving the option open of Ripple ever becoming a bank. As of this point though, there's no real link that they will become one. It's just the fact that it's their first vertical right now. It's their first kind of part, like Amazon always talks about, which it could mean that they will go for it eventually. But for right now, it's none of the plans. I wouldn't really count on it, but keep it in the back of your head though, right? But also keep in your head that they would hurt their customers and kind of disassociate with their whole plan that they have right now. If Ripple were to be the bank, then what would they need all their customers for? And why would their customers choose them? XRP would then kind of become the same as JPM coin, which is kind of against the purpose. So I don't think so. But alright, guys, thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this microphone.